Magandang araw mga kaluguran. Ito ang ating Bright Reflection. Break time, lunch break, coffee break, weekend break, summer break, retirement. Ang society natin obsessed sa mga breaks. In fact, yung dream ng karamihan, sana manalo ko ng loto para hindi na ako magtatrabaho forever. We idolize rest. Pero sa gospel today, si Jesus revealed something mind-blowing. Ang aking Ama ay gumagawa hanggang ngayon at ako rin ay gumagawa rin. God never stops working. At yung revelation na yan, game changer sa kung paano natin tinitreat ang ating work, purpose, and even our struggles. Unang punto, God is always at work, even when we don't see it. Ang aking Ama ay gumagawa hanggang ngayon, sabi ni Jesus. Konteksto, ang mga Pharisees, galit kasi nag-heal si Jesus ng Sabbath. Bawal daw magtrabaho. Pero sagot ni Jesus, kung ang Diyos nag-stop ng work, what will happen to us? Sagutin natin, pag nag-stop ang Diyos, titigil ang puso. Ihinto ang rotation ng earth. Mawawala ang gravity. Maglalaho ang universe. God sustains creation every second. He's not on vacation. He is perpetually active, healing, providing, loving, redeeming. Halimbawa, may kaibigan ako, namatayan ng anak. 1-year-old pa lang. Sa burol, sinabi niya, nasaan ang Diyos? Bakit nangyari ito? Parang wala siyang ginawa. Years later, nag-share siya. Akala ko abandon ako ng Diyos. Pero looking back, I see it. He was working. He sent people to comfort us. He provided financially when we had nothing. He healed our marriage na muntik nang masira. Hindi ko lang nakita noon kasi I was looking for the wrong kind of God's work. I wanted Him to prevent the tragedy. Pero ang ginawa niya, He sustained me through the tragedy. Hindi absence kapag hindi mo nakikita ang Diyos. Sometimes He's working behind the scenes. Pangalawang punto, we are called to partner with God's work. Ang anak ay hindi makakagawa ng anuman, maliban kung ano ang nakikita niyang ginagawa ng Ama. Jesus is transparent. I'm not working independently. Gumagawa ako synchronized with the Father. Yan din ang calling natin. We are not just living aimlessly. We're invited to participate sa ongoing work ng Diyos sa mundo. Halimbawa, ikaw, teacher ka. Hindi ka lang nagtuturo ng math. You're partnering with God's work ng pagbubuo ng minds, character formation, shaping the next generation. Your classroom is a sacred space. Ikaw, driver ka. Hindi ka lang nag-transport ng passengers. You're part of God's work ng safety, provision, connecting people to the destinations. Your vehicle is a ministry. Ikaw, stay at home, parent ka. Hindi ka lang nag-aalaga ng bata. You're partnering with God sa paghubok ng souls. Ang foundational work ng formation. Your home is a sanctuary. Pag nakita mo ang work mo as partnership with God, everything shifts. Hindi lang job, it's a calling. May isang istorya ng isang matandang gardener sa isang church compound. Simple lang ang work. Watering plants, cutting the grass, maintaining the grounds. Walang glamour, minimum wage. One day, may bisita. Lolo, ang tagal ninyo diyan sa trabaho yan. Hindi ka ba nagsasawa? Sagot niya, nagsasawa? Iho, hindi. Kasi alam mo, every morning when I water these plants, nagpa-pray ako. Lord, katulad ng patubig sa halaman, patubigan mo rin ng grace sa mga taong dadating dito today. Pag nagkakat ako ng grass, nagpa-pray ako. Lord, alisin mo rin ang weed sa buhay sa mga tao. Pag nagsusweep ako, Lord, linisin mo ang mga puso nila. So, simple job lang ito para sa inyo? Hindi. Sabi niya, this is partnership with God. I'm preparing the ground for His work. Ako ang nag-aayos ng labas, but He's working on the inside ng mga tao. I may never see the full results, pero I trust He's always working. Years later, yung gardener namatay. Hundreds ang dumalo sa libing. Mga taong nag-convert, nag-heal spiritually. Nahanap ang Diyos sa church na yon. Sinabi ng priest, you may not know, pero si Lolo, he prayed for every single person who entered these grounds. His work was hidden, pero God honored it. Hamon para sa atin, ngayong linggong ito, God is inviting you to say yes. Maybe, number 1, yes to forgiveness. May taong dapat mo bang patawarin, pero ayaw mo? God is asking, will you say yes? Costly, di ba? Pero it will bring freedom. Number 2, yes to obedience. May specific call ba sa buhay mo? Ministry, career change, relational step. Alam mo na, you're resisting. God is asking you now, will you say yes? Scary, di ba? Pero will bring you purpose. And number 3, yes to trust. May sitwasyon ba out of control? Di mo maintindihan? God is asking you, will you say yes to my plan? Even without details. Uncomfortable, di ba? Pero will bring peace. Like Mary, you don't need to understand everything. You just need to trust the one asking. Sabi niya, walang imposible sa Diyos. If He is asking, He'll equip. Say yes. Manalangin tayo. Panginoon, tulad ni Maria, turo mo akong magsabi ng oo sa iyong kalooban. Kahit hindi namin maintindihan. Kahit mahal ang presyo. Kahit takot kami. Sapagkat nagtitiwala kaming walang imposible sa iyo. Amen.